Hey guys, and welcome to another Spectrum video. And since I've been having a look at quite a few Barbarian related games recently, I thought why not have a look at Barbarian 1 from Psygnosis, or well, it's actually published by Melbourne House this time around, and it's released in 1988, so the year after the 16-bit versions were released. And I was a bit surprised when I realized that this game was available on the Spectrum, because the only two things this 16-bit versions had going for them were the graphics and the sound, which were really awesome, at the time at least. And converting that to the ZX Spectrum, yeah, not entirely easy. So I don't have high hopes for this one, but who knows, maybe it runs better than the 16-bit versions, who knows? And the developers of this version actually also worked on Obliterator on the Spectrum, also a bit of a surprise conversion, but yeah, let's just dive in. And loading screen looks maybe, yeah, a little bit rough, but hey, I get that they can't make it look like Roger Dean's cover art. So welcome to the world of Barbarian, and no, there's no animation of Hugo breaking a chain with his big fat sword on the Spectrum either, not surprising. And I have somewhat mixed feelings about this. It's part dread, part curiosity. And this is running on a standard 48K Spectrum. But if you load it into a 128K Spectrum, you do get better sound effects, I think. Otherwise, there's no specific 128K version. Let's just start my quest, shall we? And off the bat, the graphics looks quite nice and large, and we have Hagar, what's his name again? I think it's Hagar, actually. We can move him to the left and right by pressing the joystick left and right, and we can also press up and down to select between the various icons, so there's no mouse function in this game, so why even have these icons on the Spectrum? I don't know. It's a little bit strange, but hey, if we press space, we can switch to the pickup menu and inventory, and that's nice, I guess. And we do have the backflip thing, and we also have the, I think, the runaway. Let me just, yeah, let's try that. Yeah, he just runs off, drops his sword. He hasn't got a terrified expression on his face, which is a huge bummer. And we have jump, and interesting, he actually keeps walking once he's jumped once. That's interesting. And here's the stop, and we can move left and right and up and down and all that stuff. And of course we can run. Let's see if we can smack my face into this cliff face. We have to try. No, we don't get the smacking face against the rock face animation. That's a shame. Let's just go. And we're going to be facing our first enemy. That looks not quite as good as on the ST, right? But maybe if I do... let me just set this up. Let's do this, okay? Oh, I think I may have forgot to equip my weapon. So is it that? How do I do that again? Ah, there we go. So let's move and let's prepare our attack. Yeah, the animation, the death animation of the enemies aren't quite as impressive as on the 16-bit versions. But the graphics looks okay, and the game does mimic the 16-bit versions. And I think... Can we jump here? Let's try and jump. Go. Nope, we got murdered by an integrated circuit, so maybe we need to run. Yeah, that works. Let me just... Come on. Ah, what the hell? I missed the icon. Stab you, I will. So, how's performance then? Well, I mean, it kinda in a fashion feels like it runs a little bit better than the 16-bit versions, but it's still pretty damn clunky. Okay. Hey guys, can we... Oh, no, I want to murder you. We haven't got as many different enemy types. Should I just ignore The arrow. Let's just do that. Let's just go down. Quick. Oh, you scum sucker. Okay, I need to be prepared. So let's be prepared and let's just press fire and go down. And yeah, we survived that. Awesome. Yeah, the screens don't look quite the same. So maybe we should do this again. Prepare my weapon and then just keep walking. And the attack animations do look really funky. There we go. You're dead now. That's all that matters. Okay, we have the Bridge of Doom. Should I maybe just run? Can I get that done? I'm not sure. Let's see if we can. Okay. It is pretty hard to change the icons with any type of precision. Oh, shit. I have failed in my quest and I have not scored. Oh, the story of my life. Okay. At least I'm nailing that now. Yeah, he kind of just walks right onto my sword. Ah, shish kebab coming right up. The game does feel a little bit more responsive, maybe. And should I try and do another run and then jump? I'm not sure, but let's try. Oh, yeah. The icon control is rather sensitive, and that's quite annoying, I must admit. Oh, come on, I landed on a stupid bridge. Okay. Stop, please. That's just the prep. Maybe I should just let this guy come to me, right? Yeah. And we don't have this this evil rock on this screen. I don't think so anyway. Come on, walk down. You silly sod. Where do I need to be? Come on, walk down, please. There we go. And he walks down automatically. That's nice. But there's no arrow over here, which is disappointing. Oh, no, there's nothing here. A shame. And I mean, the graphics are quite nice. I mean, they're not great. Okay, come on. Okay, no. Oh, God, in such a hurry, this guy. Really? Okay, then. Be like that. Yeah, I was not prepared for that guy to just come after me like that. And here's where things start to look a bit... No! Oh, come on! Oh, that wasn't cheap. Not one bit. There's nothing I could do there. I was desperately pushing left. Ah! And what is this guy doing to me? Let's see that again, shall we? That looks slightly rude. Oh, well, I suppose I'm going to have to restart now, but at least we got to see that, right? Come and say hello to my little friend. Yeah. Controls are getting a little bit more easy to manage, but they're still not amazing. Are they better or worse than the SD version? Still can't quite say. With certainty. Okay, note to self, don't go to the right. But it's not a terrible game. It's kind of okay, I guess. Are there any traps here? I wonder. I have a feeling there is, right? So let's maybe run and jump. Or maybe there isn't a trap here. Oh, there isn't. Okay. Yeah, don't care about the arrows. And that was a pretty 8-bit fireplace up there. Okay, let's climb down. Conan. Hagar, or whatever your name is. And my God, this ladder is even slower in this version. Yeah, thank you. There's quite a few screens that contains very little. but they're at least faithful to the 16-bit version of the game, so... Wasn't there an enemy here? I think that's supposed to be a trap, right? But yeah, I'm not going to mess with it. Do I want to mess with that thing? Dr. Drill over there? Probably not, so let's just walk down. But what if we run in here? Is there anything interesting? No, not really. And do I want to mess with the knight up on the second floor? If he's there. No, he's not. Oh, you bastard. The knight isn't here, but there's a dog instead. A rabid dog, or maybe it's a pig. Or a giant rat. It's hard to say, but it's kind of drooling, I think. But we're just going to favour exploration here and carry on. We can move the cursor as we climb ladders, so that's nice. And this looks like a bit of a trap, right? I don't know. Maybe not. Oh, there's the trap. I see, but I should be able to just run past it, right? Just run, Hagar. Yeah. And there's this guy again. Do I really want this many arrows and stuff? I don't really care. But let's grab one and run. Avoiding the integrated circuit. The game certainly feels a lot simpler than the 16-bit versions, I must admit. Oh, you scum. Ah, yes, let's keep running. Yeah, the game is fairly eventless, I must admit, and this guy again. Okay. I'm guessing there's not going to be a dragon here, right? Oh, come on! And I have not scored yet again. And I think I'm going to call it quits. It's not a bad game, but it's also kind of meh. Even though it kind of runs a bit better, I think, than the 16-bit versions. But, yeah, let's see what some other people have to say about this, shall we? Crash awarded the game an overall of 81%, and Catty wrote, with intricately detailed graphics, Psygnosis have created a grippingly sinister atmosphere. Both Monsters and Muscle Man are excellently animated. Even Hager's mop of He-Man hair rises and falls as he runs. Barbarian turns out to be an exciting and hair-raising experience. And the other reviewer summarized with, Barbarian is a good old-fashioned hack and slay affair that I, for one, really enjoy playing. Bit of a surprisingly high rating for this one. But again, it's not a terrible game, and maybe I would have been more tolerant back in the day. Your Sinclair gave the game a slightly lower score at 7 out of 10, and they wrote, fairly easy slash 'em up based on the 16-bit hit. And now to do with Maria Whittaker. More addictive than it looks too. And they also wrote, Control, though, is very user-friendly, as you can press movement buttons and icon buttons at the same time, and both actually work. Well, I suppose they kinda do work. And they are better than the 16-bit version, so okay then. But 6 or 7 out of 10 feels a bit more appropriate. So, hope you enjoyed this quick peek at Barbarian on the Spectrum. Thanks for watching and all that stuff, and hope to catch you next time. Cheers!